Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the ATS Podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the after the show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Everybody want to know, why are Virginia and I so dressed up today? I mean, my gosh, I wear something under a t-shirt. People are losing their mind all day long. Yeah, I got a pitch meeting with sales and for the KVJ show later today, so I got to look presentable. It's going to be at a nice restaurant kind of thing. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a pitch meeting, too, with a fashion store and company that want me to wear their clothes and post on social media,
That's
which
cool.
I'm so down with.
Yeah, love
but you
that.
got to look cute for that.
I got to walk Chewy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So everybody's got something big.
Wah, wah.
Oh, believe me, I am not jealous that you guys have to go to meetings. I'm very happy, actually.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to know, that's what it is that we got going on here today. So,
Yeah, you guys look hot as shit.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, feel great. We did a raise your hand poll today. Dealt with a couple questions. One of them was, are you going commando right now? I'm the only one. I think you guys know I don't typically wear underwear. I find it to be hot, restrictive. It bunches up. It's uncomfortable. I can't imagine wearing underwear. I don't enjoy it. The only time I ever do is like when I have to go to like the doctor or there's something where it's like, okay, when you take your pants up, you go, oh, what a freak. That guy's not wearing underwear. Oh, damn. That's the only time I wear drawers.
I would join your camp, but I have a really bad habit of forgetting to zip my pants back up after I pee, and oh my gosh, we don't want the boys peeking out.
You have two dongs?
I led with my best asset, my nuts.
So that was that question on that. The other one, would you chop off the pinky of the person to your left to save your pet's life? That would have been, for me, chopping off Virginia's pinky.
To save Coco.
To save Coco. I love Coco to death, but, I think ultimately I got to respect humans more than the life of a pet, and it would be very sad.
Thank you, Kevin. I thank you for that. And so did my pinky.
I cut Denny's pinky off.
Yeah, save Chewy. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be so terrible. What a terrible situation that would be. Like Denny's is crying, Chewy's whimpering.
And you have to do it.
And I have to do it. I have like 30 seconds to make that decision.
Yeah.
How terrible would that be?
Awful.
Oh, my gosh.
And can you imagine Denny's reaction? Oh, no, he just chopped off my pinky.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Horrific.
I said on the air I would cut Denny's pinky off, but in the moment, would I really be able to cut his pinky off? I mean, I would hate to have to.
You got to take the knife to one or the other.
Oh, my
You have to kill
gosh.
Chewy?
Holy shit.
Oh, he just kicked it up a notch.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You got to take Denny's pinky or take Chewy's life.
One or the other. Yeah.
And Denny's is crying.
Yeah, no, man. Please don't take my pinky.
Okay, he's at least stressed out by it. You can
I'm
tell
so stressed.
he's struggling.
He's still smoking, though.
Oh, man.
And technically, he only needs his thumb and forefinger.
You're right.
He plays guitar. He's
Yeah.
a musician. He needs it. Although, and it's got to be his left hand because that would be the one that would be the most troubling.
Yeah, he would just, all of his songs just sound a little off.
They're just missing that certain
Just there's something, yeah, you would hear it and you'd be like, I don't know. It's just there's something not quite right with that.
And I got to take the knife to them.
Yeah.
I don't think I could stab Chewy. That's terrible. This is a fucked conversation.
You know what would happen? It would be option C. Jaybird would stab himself.
Yeah. He would.
Yeah.
He would just
That's
end
why
it.
we'd have to put him in armor. Jaybird in a suit of armor. Chewy on one side, then he's pinky on the other.
And they both really, oh gosh, I got to.
Chewy looking at him.
Oh, I know.
Jaybird.
I've got at least another 6 weeks. Oh. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was,
Kevin.
Virginia wrote that for me. She's like, this would be great.
I didn't think you were going to use it.
I expect that shit from her. Fuck. You're right. I would use it. I would turn it on me.
You can't. You're in the suit of armor. Yeah, I mean, you're really in a tough spot, man.
Oh gosh.
Tough spot.
I think Chewy's going on 13.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Denny's, sweet Denny's, though. Sweet Denny's never did anything to anyone ever.
Yeah, no, I think
Denny's pinky got a lot more life left in it. Just saying.
But this is a twofold bit, because when I say that I'm gonna kill Chewy, those emails are gonna be fun from all the fucking crazy dog people out there.
I know, right? You can't win on this.
You can't.
Just sometimes in life, you just can't win. So that's it. So Denny's pinky still?
I think I gotta take Denny's pinky.
Okay.
I think it's the right move.
Yeah, I can't kill Chewy.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
That's tough.
There's no way I could do that.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Oh,
Okay.
man, what a fucking.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough one.
I really delved into that one.
Yeah, that was. I want to make it one a little difficult for you.
Yours is easy. Virginia.
Oh, I don't have a pet, so you said one of my children.
I mean, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You keep the kid.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
And Jay Bird, you lose your pinky.
No, you did. It was to the right.
Left.
No, it's to the left. You're my left.
Oh, it was to the left. Fuck. So she has to cut it off?
To the
Yeah.
left.
Oh,
to the left.
this is truly an
With
awful.
joy and exuberance.
Oh, laughing.
Kevin's not
It's a
even
bit.
finished the question. I got out the blade.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I got it right here.
Whoops! I got the ring finger too.
Whoops, wacka, wacka, wacka.
Oh, fucking hyena. Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You just play some techno in the background. That is my hell.
Well, you're still reeling from cutting off Denny's pinky, and then you have to have yours removed.
yeah.
We don't give you more than like a 10-minute break.
We're
No.
Pinky Brothers at that point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The solidarity, it makes me feel slightly better.
You're in the same club.
right.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Let me see. The other one we have you ever threatened anyone with a weapon? Virginia was the one person on the show that raised her hand. What was the weapon and who would you threaten?
I mean, I've threatened multiple people with
Oh,
different
okay. Good.
weapons.
All right, well, keep in mind, we got to keep it within 30 minutes here.
A legit weapon, though.
I told you the story about that guy I was dating, and it was in New York City. And this is my boyfriend, but he was a really sweet guy, and I think that he was like, you know how you could be too nice? He had an ex-girlfriend that he was still letting live in his extra bedroom.
What?
Yeah, this hoe was still living there, rent-free, mind you.
Yeah.
Because he felt bad for her.
We were just kind of talking about that today. It's like when you got an ex still in the picture with the person you're in a relationship with.
So, I mean, when I was the new girlfriend, I kind of just tolerated it for a while. But when I passed about the 6-month mark of being the
geez.
girlfriend, I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Why is this happening? Maybe it wasn't 6 months. Maybe it was like 4 months. But
Okay, still.
it was significant.
Yeah.
So she was there in the bedroom with the door closed with her man. And now I was a club DJ at Denim and Diamonds in New York City, where that's where I met him. He loved country music. And so we would stay there late because I'd be working and he would stay there and he'd be drinking and we'd be dancing and it'd be fun. But we would come home and we would definitely be intoxicated.
Okay.
And so we came home and we were in the kitchen and I just remember there was like laughing and loud and silly, and I don't give a fuck if I wake them up because that bitch is living in there free, and now she's got some dude in there too. Like, I don't give a fuck if I wake you up.
Right.
And we did wake her up, and so she came in the kitchen looking for a fight, and
Uh-oh.
all I had at the time was a pint glass in my hand, but I grabbed a knife.
Okay.
And yeah, we went to fisticuffs right there in the kitchen.
What was your line with the knife?
Well, I think I grabbed it and I accidentally dropped it. So in the moment, I wasn't able to connect, which is probably a good thing in retrospect. But I did hit her in the face with the pint glass.
Dang.
And then she hit me in the face. And the only way my boyfriend at the time got us to stop fighting was he told me, "Oh, you're hit in the face. All your mouth is all bleeding. You're bleeding." And I was so worried about how I looked. I was like, "Oh, fight over." Like,
And you ended it.
I didn't want to look uncute.
Vanity was the
is
peacemaker.
one thing that ended the fight.
So I'm not sure who wins this fight. You got in one corner Virginia. She picks up a knife. You hit her in the face, but then she draws blood on you.
I think we both had blood.
Okay, so then I'll give you the fight on that one. You edge her out slightly.
I I don't think anybody really like walked away the champion of that one. It was just so messy and
disturbing. And
she was half asleep and I was more than half drunk.
Yeah.
I can barely remember all the details of like what happened before and what happened after. Like, did she stay? Did we go in the bedroom? Like,
Yeah, that night.
was a weird
Did she
time.
move out shortly after?
she did.
Okay, I was gonna
Yeah.
say at that point.
that was pretty much the end of
Yeah.
her getting a free ride, which whore
Right.
should have been out months ago. So
Yeah, but it's New York. New York's a tough place to find a new
I get it.
spot.
Kevin's defending her.
I get it.
Yeah,
But
I'm just saying. Otherwise it's totally
if you're
preposterous.
living
but
there free, though, you stay in your
Yeah,
fucking bedroom with the
right.
door closed.
Yeah.
You don't come get lippy with me, who has every right to be there, and you, who are literally on borrowed time.
Yeah. Yeah, New York and San Francisco areas are really, there's nowhere to live. It's
You guys
crazy.
got your New York story. I don't have one. I've always wanted one.
Yeah, well, you got to go there.
That's my
You ever
story.
been to New York City?
No, it's one place I really haven't. Well, there's been many other
I'm going to
places.
go because they just announced they're doing the Music Man revival with Hugh Jackman on Broadway. The tickets go on sale in June. The performances don't happen until 2020. But I am going to buy a ticket in June, and
Wow.
I will be there because that is my favorite musical.
But you guys got, some heartache stories from New York. You were mugged.
That's the mean streets of New York City.
that's
man.
what
he
I'm
was
saying.
pickpocketed.
Yeah, you were pickpocketed.
Mugging
Yeah.
is different.
You're right. You're pickpocketed, but still, that's it's got some New York grit to it.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, growing up here in South Florida and never going up to New York and seeing almost every movie talking about New York.
It's a gritty city.
They make it seem like this magical place. It's almost like Disney World, sort of. If you've never been to New York, they make it.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
But you hate tall buildings.
If I had a few drinks, I'd be okay.
Okay.
But is it fun
Yes.
going
Yes.
down to the big area?
Mhm. As long as you're sober, there's no worries.
It is super fun.
Yeah, and don't you have like a crazy New York? Oh, that's a crazy New York story right there.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Okay, so that was that the only person you've attacked with a weapon or threatened?
I broke a beer bottle against a brick wall one time to make a makeshift knife and then tried to
I like
stab
that move,
somebody.
yeah. Who wants some? Yeah, that's a psh, and then a who wants some?
Did that in New Orleans to the guy I was with at the time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All happens with a guy. Kind of like
He
fueling
blocked
you.
it, and then I ended up cutting myself. I still have a scar to this day.
What was the question? Have you ever threatened somebody with a weapon?
Yeah.
Because she didn't threaten. She just used the weapon.
Yeah, that's
Tried.
Well, it's a threat as you come at it, and then you took it a step further.
Yeah, you're more of. Yeah, you used the weapon. You just didn't threat. You actually did.
Yeah.
You
Good
threw
for
a
you,
knife
girl.
at me once and it hit the microphone. Oh man!
Her and weapons.
Holy shit! And that knife was on point to hit me because she has the most amazing accuracy of any
good.
human.
It was a steak knife.
It was.
It wasn't no butter
I
knife.
mean, we were on the air. We were annoying each other, and she just went whoosh, and it went bing.
Ding.
I was like, holy shit!
Yeah. Could have been bad.
It could have been real bad.
Yeah.
I could have got fired.
That was 05.
Back when, we didn't look as harshly on knife throwing.
You're right. It was a different time, baby.
Yeah, it's a different era. Question, do you like the rough stuff? It can go anywhere from hot wax to spanking, heavy, like hard spanking, slapping.
So
you know?
the reason why that was a little confusing,
Yeah.
because there's a difference between liking some rough stuff and then being like the dominatrix kind of stuff. And
I think what it is
when
is
when you work in the word slapping and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
You take pleasure from pain. There are people that do that, like that, and it's just that actually gets them going.
But the wax, like the hot wax, I think that's fun.
Yeah, and I would probably like tiptoe into that if you consider that. Yeah, I've done that, and that is fun. That's
Oh,
okay. And that's,
really, Ralston?
yeah, that kicks it up a notch. But yeah, if anybody slaps me, I'm gonna be I'll be like, I'm done.
Not fun.
Now I'm out of here. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. That kind of stuff I wouldn't like. Some of the stuff that I see, I don't know anything about the dominatrix type stuff, but just watching Billions, where that's kind of it. You can tell he gets pleasure, and he would even go see someone that would administer pain to him. And when you're stepping on with a stiletto or putting a cigarette out on his chest, it's like oh.
Yeah, I'm definitely not
He's
into
just like,
any of
oh
that.
gosh, yeah. He loved it. Loved to be spit on, pissed on.
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that.
none of that at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
My cup of soda.
Yeah. So some people, yeah. So that's just what I was trying to get to. Do we have any freaky monkeys in here?
Yeah, but I mean, wax on one end and then getting your dick stomped on with a heel is
That's
another.
the light end of it. Yeah. That's the light end of it. But you've never gone on to like any kind of slapping, like butt spanking.
I mean, a little spank, like a little, like
Yeah,
your regular spanking kind of stuff. What seems to be the normal of spanking these days.
You've been a bad boy, Jay Bird.
I mean, yeah.
What if we would leave a handprint that hard, and that's a pretty good smack? Is that too much?
I mean, I don't like legit pain, but I mean, wait, let's try it out and see what happens. Spank away. Are we doing that bit tomorrow?
It sounds a little out there. I don't know.
I think we've done a bit similar to that.
You like light pain?
Light pain? I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, you kind of like a little nipple.
What about T-pain? You like T-pain?
I do like T-pain.
Okay, would it enhance, like, let's say you had clamps on your nipples. Would that enhance your experience?
I don't know if it would enhance it. I think for a minute it might be good, and then
you're like, oh, this really hurts my
maybe,
nipples.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
What about you?
No, hot wax would be as far as I go. Everything else would be so distracting. But I can't concentrate. Like
Kevin's got a tender nip.
Yeah,
too.
I do have very tender nipples. Tender nipples. They are. Yeah.
Okay.
Very genteel. I have baby nipples.
Oh gosh.
Puppy nipples.
I do.
They look like little hamster belly.
Sweet, delicate. Sweet, delicate, genteel. Hamster nipples. And that was the only person that said that, right? I think we're done with that.
Yeah.
The one I was looking forward to is, have you ever had sex with a local or national celebrity? We had 2 people that had said yes on that. Need to know who? I think it was 50% of the show. Who and who?
I don't know if I want to.
I have 2.
Okay.
But I don't think I can say one of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What are you trying to do,
Can you give the field that they're in?
Television.
Okay. Local or otherwise?
One is local and one is otherwise.
Okay. And that's the 2?
And that's the 2.
Jaybird.
I mean, for the same reasons with Virginia, I'm not trying to fucking ruin people's lives over a bit here. I know I'm going to hear it. Bird's a bitch. Go fuck yourself. I will.
Categories, at least?
One's in radio.
Mm-hmm.
Was relatively public.
Yeah.
And one was in TV.
Okay.
Locally.
Mm-hmm.
But I was boyfriend and girlfriend. We're boyfriend on both, but one was more serious than the other.
Yeah.
We didn't go full gorilla on one of them. So
Okay.
Yeah, one of mine was not full gorilla. One of them was.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them wanted to date me, one of them didn't.
Okay. All right.
I dated somebody who hooked up with Wycliffe from the
Wyclef?
Yeah, Wycliffe. Yeah, she hooked up with him. Full gorilla.
Yeah.
And there was one other. What was the other story? Yeah, someone that I was dating had a thing with a famous person.
Okay, so you've done that. Yeah. That's kind of like the 6 degrees of separation from a celebrity. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is you actually being with a local or national celebrity yourself. Not that you've banged somebody that has.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was slightly off topic as always.
He's just trying to show off more of his bang resume.
No,
He's trying to impress you, Kevin.
I'm not. And
I'm
shut
known
the
for
fuck
my
up.
sloppy
Get out of here. I was not trying to impress him.
Well, I'm on par with Wyclef.
No, that's not it at all.
Same tang Wyclef gets, same tang I get.
That's not true.
Me and Wyclef.
Oh, you got a lot of balls about name dropping, lady.
Okay. All right. So there you go. That is everything from today's Raise Your Hand poll. This is kind of interesting. The Bachelor was getting a little bit of action apparently last night, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't think they're engaged. They're working on their relationship.
The Bachelor's being coy and won't say if he had sex, but he certainly made it sound like there's something happened. It was the fantasy suite, Kevin.
Yeah,
I think they totally had sex.
I think they did too.
Yeah. Of course.
And I mean, that's the way you do it. He's in his 20s. I mean, what are you waiting for? If you're going to do it on The Bachelor and make some money out of it.
Yeah, that special moment. Really just cash in, baby.
Cash in. Try to extend your 15 minutes.
Ruthie said about The Bachelor last night, what a weird coincidence. Air Supply shows up as a random-ass musical guest on the finale. The day after Jaybird pitches Scare Supply as a viral challenge.
Look at that.
Oh.
And maybe this is a time for Scare Supply to go viral, being it's so oddly topical.
You're right. The hashtag Pizza Panties Challenge is not going great.
Yeah.
We may need to move on.
We have only 2 people, actually 3. Me, Panda, and then there's a dog named Panda that's doing it. So 2
dog
people and a
named
dog.
Panda?
Yeah. Somebody had their dog do it. And the dog's name was Panda, funny enough.
And the dog is getting the most likes.
Probably. No, I think it's good with likes. It's no one else is doing it.
Yeah, everybody loves when you do it.
I can't believe no one in the chat room's going to do it.
Maybe it's too edgy.
Really? I guess I'm just jaded. Not jaded. My perspective is off, possibly. That people...
Yeah, man, I don't know.
I
thought like hot girls would do it.
I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's so over the top.
You have to be comfortable with your body, I think, to do it. And most people aren't comfortable with their body, but there's a lot of people who are comfortable with their body. If you've got a hot body, I could see like a lot of hot girls liking to do this.
Well, the viral trend that's big today, everybody's moved on from cheesing, and the one I saw yesterday popping up was the triangle dance. And I guess that's easy. All you need is just 2 other people, and then you do this silly little dance. Do we have? Is Suits and Denny seen it? We might need Suits on KVJ TV.
Yeah, we were going to do a video of it later on after the show today. But if you want to do it live.
Have you seen it, Virginia, the video of it?
No.
Okay. Yeah, what it is, you've got... let me see. Get Denny's in here real quick.
Denny's!
We'll give you kind of just a random quick example if you haven't seen it. It's a triangle that you make with 2 other people, putting your hands up on their shoulders. And then what it is how like you would jump in the middle of the 2, then you jump back out. Then maybe I would jump to the right of one of the people. Then you jump back out. Then I would jump to the left of the person that's on my far left. And then that's it. And when you kind of like get on the same page, you know how you're doing. There's probably a pattern that goes with it. I didn't stay with the video long enough to learn the pattern.
It looks so hard.
It sounds like a stupid hokey pokey.
Well, so essentially you got 3 people. So you got like a triangle. You got a person on your right and your left. So you can use them to hold your weight up. You jump in the middle and then jump back. Then the person to your right then does the exact same thing. And once you get the pattern going, I guess you're supposed to be able to do it fast.
Oh, you take your feet off the ground and they support you?
Yeah, they're kind of like...
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it. So both legs would lead the ground while you're the one hopping. The other 2 are the base at that point.
Base.
It looks sketchy.
Well,
Your shirt actually gives me an idea. It would be a lot better if you could get a bear trap and put it in the middle of it, and then it adds that added element of excitement when
Or
you're
a
watching
cobra.
yeah, anything that give it just another notch.
It needs an edge.
Yeah,
I
that
hear
would be
ya.
a nice edge to it where you're now jumping and hoping that it's one of your friends that lands in the bear trap and not you.
And we don't mean the fun party at PGA National.
No.
No.
We mean like a real bear trap.
Yeah. That's what makes it really count.
Didn't at one point we tried to get a bear?
We tried to get a bear and we tried to get a bear trap, and we were rejected
Yeah,
on
on both of them.
We tried to get a bear because we wanted to do a bit called For Love or Honey when that show For Love or Money was out.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see if we covered Jaybird in Honey, would the bear pick him? Or what was the other choice?
I forget.
Or another bear.
I
So we asked for 2 bears, actually.
Yeah, would in a bear in heat.
Yes,
So
a couple.
Yes. So what would the
A
bear
boy
rather
bear
have?
and a girl bear, or Jaybird covered in honey, For Love or Honey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at an old prep file the other day, and it was one of these stunts. Try to find a 1,000 bees, get the beekeeper at the station by 7:30, make sure the bee, it was this elaborate bee
They have to be
stun.
menstruating bees.
It's insane.
I was reading it. I'll go, this is the most fucking insane idea. I can't imagine why we didn't do it. It was like so over the top.
And I think, did we actually ever find? I think we found.
We
somebody
did
had
find bees.
right? Yeah.
We found a beekeeper on the Treasure Coast.
But I don't think, for some reason, we weren't able to get him down there. Somebody put the kibosh on that. Somebody said we couldn't do the bee.
Probably management.
Probably.
Yeah.
We
Buzzkill.
did find literally buzzkill.
Buzzkill. Wow, look at that.
Quick too.
That is witty.
It's the shirt.
It's the shirt
Yeah,
and
it
the
is,
hair.
yeah.
Shirt hair.
the
Yeah.
combo.
The combo.
I always like talking about survival. What would you do? And here's a little trick to remember. There's this guy in New Zealand. He fell off a boat last week. He was in rough seas. Guy probably should have drowned. But there's a trick you can do where you can turn your jeans into a flotation device.
What?
Right? It's a trick that they teach you in the Navy. First, what you do is you got to take them off. So if anybody wants to try this, take off your pants.
Denny's? You
So
wearing
only
jeans?
day I wore sweatpants.
Oh,
Oh, man.
damn it.
Yeah, so you take off your pants and you tie them at the ends of the pant legs. You tie them together in a knot.
Okay.
So I guess you take both legs, you tie those in a knot. Then you pull them up and over the water to trap air inside, and you hold the waist closed with your hands. And once there's enough air in there, you can stick your head through the legs, and you can use your jeans like a life jacket to help you float and save energy.
Huh.
I have to see the
Does that work?
visual demonstration. Well, apparently so, because this guy was in the rough seas for 3.5 hours, and the Coast Guard found him. They say if the air leaks out, you just do it again. You continue that process, but it kind of makes a life preserver for you out of your jeans, out of your pants.
Bird, you want to try it?
Let's do it. Absolutely, I'm in.
Did your voice just crack?
I think it did.
You got the pubes?
Yeah.
Puberty.
Yeah.
Second round.
No, I just mean pubes stuck in your throat from sucking some guy.
Gosh. What? You are. Who put a nickel in you today?
I don't know.
Yeah, because if I were in rough seas, all I would I know where you can
What
go
a
for
fuck.
that.
I just you could tell she knew it was too vulgar as she was saying.
I wanted to back off, but I was like,
You
I'm too
committed.
far in it.
You
Too far
committed
in
to
I
the
can't help it.
Sucking.
Yeah,
I can't from
yeah, if I'm sucking some. I'm like, what?
Wait, what? What's he doing? What is this? Yeah, the only thing I know to do is just do that whole, cheap little rollover on your back thing.
Yeah, roll over on your back and just trying to stay afloat.
But rough seas, imagine that
Rough
slamming
seas
down
would
on
be
you.
tough
Yeah.
because it'll keep hitting you in the face.
I don't think it'll work.
Rough seas is going to be, rough seas.
Yeah. I hear
Thank
you.
you for that.
Gosh, that'd be the worst. That's
geez.
one reason why I just don't. I've had people be like, "Oh, come out, do some deep sea fishing." I'm like, "I don't fish." Like, "Oh no, come on, once you get out, you'll like it."
You just got to always know where the life jackets are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's weird. 80% of the boats I've been on has always ended in a fight.
It's a weird
Well, and then you're
stat.
trapped out there. I've had some weird stuff happen too.
Because there's drinking,
Yes.
Yeah.
close quarters.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one's getting away.
You're right. No, that you nailed it right there. The smaller the boat, the bigger the drama too.
Yeah, I was on one time, went out, supposed to be a fun little day, and yeah, there was a couple that had owned the boat, and they got into a fight, and it was just kind of like that thing where, and you know what, we were at Peanut Island. I just hopped off the boat and I just waded into shore. I'm like, I took a cab home or whatever, an Uber.
I thought about doing that when Virginia crashed the
Beached
the boat.
Who knew it was low tide?
Oh my! And her and Marianne, I mean, they did not like it. All three of us are
But
on
you were out, like you didn't really have that option. That's why, to me, if anybody talks about like, oh, we're gonna go in the ocean, I'm like, nah, I'm not interested. If it's like intercoastal, I'm like, okay, because like I can still see shore to swim to. If it gets that bad, I can jump out and swim in.
Oh, it was terrible.
That's where all your stuff goes wrong, in the ocean.
Absolutely.
In the intercoastal, you're pretty cool. You can get out of pretty much anything.
Right.
I think.
I can
For
handle
sure.
this.
Unless, you're in that current that you almost died in. Everything else,
Yeah.
I think you're good.
Right. You just gotta know the tides. Yeah.
Yeah, know the tides.
So is life.
Who knows? Who knows the tides? You know.
Yeah.
Tide tables and Google.
That's right.
Yeah, my phone's dead.
Got to give a shout out to Chelsea. She want to give an update. She is having the breast reduction surgery tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Oh, this is Chelsea from Portland.
Yeah, she's going from a
Yes.
36S to a 36C, possibly a D. I've been waiting for the surgery for so long. I can't believe it's finally here. Prayers, please. I have terrible anxiety about going under, but I need smaller boobs, so I'm doing it. Here's some pictures of my bra now and my bra after surgery. Love you guys. See you when I'm on the small titty committee.
Yeah, bless her heart. We actually met up with her in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we hung out with her, and
There's the after.
she's just in pain, you know? I mean, all the big titty girls, they know what it's about.
So I think I've had 6 or 7 operations in my life, and the anxiety the night before is always the worst. Once you're there and they start to prep you, and they usually give you that stuff to kind of relax you. I know that's what I've got.
Oh, I love that shot that they give you right before surgery because you're like, "Brr, this is great."
It helps you so much. You're going to be fine. It's going to be over before you know it. It will be. You go out and then you wake up. You're like, oh, shit, that's all it was?
It's over?
Yeah.
It's scary though.
It is
It
scary.
is scary. And the older I get, the more I do it, because I do it a lot, it gets scarier each and every time. And even though, you know, I trust Dr. Rankin with everything, I know he's amazing, I know he's the best, it's still scary because what if something goes wrong with, like, my heart or
Yeah.
my brain or
They're like,
my
oh, my
lungs?
gosh, she doesn't have one.
It's ice.
She's flatlined.
Wait, what?
Because it's just a cavern in
Doctor,
there.
there's no heart in there.
Yes, heartless. How's she alive? Yes. So there you go. So best to Chelsea. Your venture will be giving you our thoughts and prayers tomorrow.
Yes, as long as you've done your research, which I know you have because I grilled her about her doctor. And as long as you've done your research on the front end, you're good.
I can imagine that question. Does she give out pills?
We got to make sure you got a good board certified doctor up there in Oregon.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.